welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today we're looking at verses 4 and 5 in Psalm 124. We are continuing the then section. This answers the what-if question. If the Lord had not been on our side, well, what would happen to us? Well, the psalmist wants to know that because this is important. The Lord is our help, and without our help, something horrible would happen. And so he's outlining that thing because he knows that there's trouble. People are against the pilgrim that is in the way. We have seen that in previous Psalms. Actually, we saw it back there in Psalm 123. He said, "Have mercy, because we're exceedingly filled with the contempt of the proud." So we know that the proud man, the wicked man, has set himself against the traveler. Now we come today to verses 4 and 5, and we're going to find out more. Yesterday we saw that they would have swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled. So apparently, he's already had this experience of their wrath being kindled. When their wrath was kindled against us, they would have swallowed us up quick. Today, verses 4 and 5, if you have your Bible, why don't you follow along? If you aren't and not able to get to your Bible, let me read for you. "Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul." So we're answering the question, what would have happened? What if the Lord was not on our side? Well, apparently there are men that had risen up against the psalmist. The wrath of these men was kindled against us, that is, those on the way to Jerusalem. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. So this is what would have happened. The wrath was kindled. The men rose up against them, and now the waters become an analogy of the wrath of these men. The waters had overwhelmed us. It's not necessarily a flood of water that would have overwhelmed them, but it was a flood of angry wrath that would have overwhelmed them. The stream, there it is again, the waters, the stream, had gone over our soul. So now notice that it's not just that they would have been in danger physically, but there would have been a spiritual component to it as well. Our soul would have been in danger. Our affections, our loves, all of that, if the Lord had not been on our side. Verse 5, "Then the proud waters had gone over our soul." All right, the proud waters connects us to what we had last week with verse 1 or Psalm 123. The last verse tells us that the contempt of the proud was a problem. Now we have the proud waters. So we know exactly who he's talking about. He's created this little beautiful analogy for us. The waters, the stream, the proud waters. Oh, now we get it. Now we're making the connection with the Psalms that we've read now up to this point. The contempt of the proud men. They're the ones that want to overwhelm our souls. Except the Lord is with us. The Lord is on our side. So Israel, what do we say? The Lord is on our side. There's going to be some praise that we give to him because of that, isn't there? If the waters had overwhelmed us, if the stream had gone over our soul, if the proud waters had gone over our soul, notice the word soul here used twice. So we understand that this is just not a physical threat, but this is a soulish threat, which means there is a spiritual enemy back of this. Yeah, but guess what? The Lord was on our side. He is on the side of his church. He's on the side of those that believe. He is on the side of those that follow him and trust him. Friend, are you on his side? Join me again tomorrow. We'll look at verses 6 and 7 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.